Welcome to the Performer Radio Show. Each week, we interview some of the most interesting people in the fashion and entertainment industries. Fashion and entertainment industries. Beautiful models, singers, comedians, dancers, fashion designers, actors, beauty queens, and many more. Right here on the Performer Radio Show.
Hey, Dave, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Mikey, I'm doing fantastic. I learned something new today.
What'd you learn?
That this is not a podcast, this is a broadcast. It's
exactly.
a broadcast. Are you allowed to say broadcast? Are you allowed to say the word broad?
Yeah, no, it's not a four-letter word.
All right,
it's not a four-letter word. It's actually, it's a nine-letter word. All right, listen, welcome back to the studio. We had you here a couple months ago when it was actually St. Patrick's Day, which is why we had that intro, because I didn't have time to make a new one. You kind of dropped by a little bit unannounced, but you brought more scally caps with you.
You know what? I did.
And you got some great pictures to show us, too.
I did. Before we continue, I hear music in my...
yeah, that's right. You're supposed to hear music. That's background music. It's music bed.
Okay, all right.
You're not dreaming. Don't worry.
I'm not aware of this.
You're not aware?
Am I in the wrong microphone?
Look how nice and colorful you look, and look how pale I look.
Well,
I got to give myself some color.
I was at Skippy's Pier 1 in South Yarmouth this weekend with the funniest and filthiest mom in America, Christine Hurley, Pete Costello, Matt Mishi, Dave Otto stopped by, Dave Andrews, a.k.a. And we're at Skippy's Pier 1 South Yarmouth, so we got some sun. Show was great, and now I'm here in Quincy, and my doors are locked.
It's not that bad.
No, it's great.
No, it's actually pretty. We're in the middle of Restaurant Row, right in downtown Quincy. So if you want to have a great meal and don't want to go into the city, this is the place to be. The parking is cheap. It's $1 an hour. So you can spend 3, 4, 5 hours. Not that you can do that legally anymore because you have to spend 90 minutes. But you can enjoy downtown, Quincy. And by the way, Louis Bello says, "What a handsome devil." Thank you, Louis. I know I am. All right, no, you're definitely talking about Dave.
Louis and I are going to go dancing in Boogie Down Productions. We're going to go old school someday. I love Louis Bello.
No, Dave is styling with his scally caps, and he's going to be our model tonight to show all the scally caps off. Actually, we might have Brian Pitcher drop by too in a few.
I hope I have a hat that fits his head. He's very intelligent. He has a large cranium.
Yes, he does. he keeps noting that too.
Brian, the man about town. I love him.
Yes, definitely. We were at, speaking of being about town, we were at a very great event the other day. It felt really good to be there too. A live music event down in Mansfield. And it was the Music Drives Us. It was a Music Drives Us benefit. Music Drives Us is a charity that was started by Ernie Bach Jr.
Sure.
And one of your favorite friends was down there too, Gary Sharon.
Gary Sharon from Extreme. I was jealous because I was up in New Hampshire.
Right. I mean, he put on a great 2-song set. He was a guest performer, and he did. We Will Walk This Way with Aerosmith.
Excellent.
And also,
so he got to sing with Aerosmith, did he?
No. He sang the lead. It was actually Ernie Bach Jr.'s son Alex's band that Gary performed with, and so they did a cover of Walk This Way, and I think it wasn't Back in Black. It was an AC/DC song. What was it?
Shake You All Night.
No.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, you look like this lead. You look like the lead singer with the scally cap.
I get the Angus when my hair's a little longer.
The AC/DC.
Come out.
But you look the lead singer. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He always wears a scally cap on stage.
People have sent me memes with me and that guy.
Yeah,
he's from Australia, but he's my height and he's angry looking, and we do look very similar. But his voice, I can't do his voice. Hey yo,
yeah, it's just exactly. It's very distinct yell, if you want to call it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. Right. I can lip sync it.
Well, there you go. That's all you gotta do. Go on the Masked Singer there. You should go on the Masked Singer. Why not?
I should go on. I always wanted to be on the Dancing with the Stars thing. That's how I got.
That's right. You can.
That's how I got into the entertainment industry. I was a dancer.
Right.
I want to compete.
That's how you started.
I want to compete with the 14-year-olds doing TikTok. They don't even use their arms when they dance. They just go like this.
Why not, Dave? Start an old school TikTok type stuff.
There's a lot of people. As a matter of fact, I enjoy dancing. So sometimes on TikTok, you can actually dance with someone on TikTok. So I figured you can't get in trouble for dancing with someone who lives 3,000 miles away on a video. I don't think you get arrested for that. So that's how I dance with women nowadays, virtually.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that.
Eventually, we'll be able to get in trouble from 3,000 miles away, but right now, no trouble.
Yeah, well, Dave, you'll find a way.
I could use the publicity. Wait, speaking of Ernie Bach Jr., so I got to sing, I got to perform with him at a charity event at the Wilbur Theater, and I got to go to his house. Now, Ernie Bach, obviously known, a lot of money, very wealthy, and he couldn't have been nicer. I got to his house. He wants to give me a tour of his house, Mike. He's like, Dave, come on in. Let me show you some stuff you don't have. Yeah. Come on in this next room.
Especially the cars.
Yeah, come on in this next room. I'll show you some other stuff you could never afford. Come on in.
Right. His living room probably costs more than your house.
Yeah, probably. He's got a ton of cars, and I actually bought I have a car that I purchased off Ernie. It's a 2005 Honda CR-V. It's got 218,000 miles on it. I love it to death, and I don't think I'm ever going to give it up. I own it, and I love it.
I got my Scion XP from Bach Toyota in Norwood.
No, that's what I got, the Auto Mile.
Yeah, the Auto Mile.
Yeah.
He's got what, 6, 7 of them down there easily?
I think he sold the Honda one.
Did he?
But he still has some of the guys working for him. But I love the fact he's doing the music drives because I think that's really his passion.
That is.
Obviously God bless him, but he was born into his dad. By the way, do you see my arm right there?
He's a rock star inside a car salesman body. Yep.
See this arm right here?
Good. Show close up of it.
See that is?
Yeah, I do.
That's Tim Wakefield. Tim Wakefield did that to me.
Why did he do that?
Because yesterday I was at the David Ortiz iHeart Classic, the Heart Classic, and so I'm in the dunk tank. I'm the comedian in the dunk tank, and so I heckle the people. And I've met Timmy, and we've done a couple of TV shows with him, and I was like, which one are you getting me on? You getting me with the knuckle or the curveball? And I was just announcing. It was so quick. I was like, hey, future Hall of Fame for the Boss Wrestler. Boom, he hit it. He hit me, and it's on Facebook, but he dunked me right away, and I tried to hold on because the water was 97 below zero. And boom. There you go. Yeah, I got knocked in the water 12 times in the dunk tank yesterday. Who got me? Lenny from Tim Wakefield, Lenny from the Red Sox. I can't pronounce the last name. Tim Wakefield. Joey McIntyre, who's a southpaw. He didn't get me. He almost got me. And Matt Hasselbeck overthrew the fish. He's like, that's why he was a backup. But
I think I have a picture of you with Tim Wakefield.
Oh, with Timmy?
I don't know where. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he asked me. You know what? If you can find it, because he asked me. I'm wearing this hat. It's called the Causeway.
Okay.
It's brought to you by the Classic Scally Company, and so Tim was like, dude, you got one of those hats? I was like, I got one for you. So he put it on. He loved it. He took it with him, and this is called the Causeway. It's a herringbone gray patch, super light, and it's great for golfing. But it goes great with everything. That's a great shot.
And
they're available on DaveRussoComedy.com.
Look at him. He's still in great shape, too.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I saw him. I go, Timmy, I go, geez, you look fantastic. What do you, because he's on Nesson now. I go, you don't like the fact that TV adds 10 pounds? Because he looked fantastic. He laughed. Great sense of humor. Great solid. I'll tell you what else he was good at. He was good at handling like people that wanted to take pictures with him and talk to him. He wasn't like, leave me alone, because I'm sure it gets pretty irritating. He was awesome. Super sweet guy.
So you did. You had some more celebrities that you met at the event too. So talk about.
You know who I enjoyed? I'd never met the guy before, but I've always heard good things about him. I'm a fan. It was Joey McIntyre. I never met him before, and he taught me how to do a selfie. I don't know if you got that photo, but we were doing a selfie photo. He asked me. He goes, Bruce. He goes, because he tried to dunk me in a tank. We've met a couple times before, and he's like, and he's another guy. He's like, I told him about the hats. He goes, you got one of those on your head? I go, yeah. He goes, can I have one? He just was like, yeah, I'll grab one. Yeah, and he wore it. He looks fantastic, and he's another one who looks in great shape. Yeah, so he liked it too. Did you get that? Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
Tell me he doesn't look good in that thing.
Wow. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Dude,
it's the Causeway, and they're bouncing off the shelves, and that's just this is just my summer scally cap, I call it. It goes with everything, and I'm very excited about it. I love the inside of the hat. I show people right here with all the.
Oh, that's cool. The gold.
Cool, man.
That's very, very classy, dude.
Well, it's a classic scally cap.
There you go. Classic. That's right. So this was for David Ortiz?
Yeah, it's the Heart Foundation.
Okay.
And it's the second year I've done it. He does it down in Florida, and he does it up here. And basically a Big Party, Don McCarthy. You know what Big Party is. He said, Bruce, would you like to get involved? I said, absolutely. And dude, you want to talk about raising money. He's Big Poppy. He raised so much money. I think he raised, to throw the first pitch out at the Red Sox game, $6,500.
Wow!
And just one pitch, and he'll be next year. People throwing around money. It was awesome. And he had a family there. That the woman didn't think she'd ever be able to have kids because she had a heart issue. Now she got another baby. It was a great story, great history. Dan Roach was there, super great MC. Who else? Oh, our friend S.J. Torres was there. He always shows up with the big dog
we got to show a
place.
picture of S.J. I got
S.J. Torres, if some of you folks don't know about him, the history of... There you go. S.J. Torres, looking good, huh?
Doesn't
he's
he?
looking great.
Yes, he looks great.
Now, you see that hat that he's wearing right there?
Yeah, that's a cool one.
So this is called the Anthem. If you notice, it's Boston Bruins colors right there, the black and gold. I'm wearing black and gold. I'm a Bruins fan. Anyways, so we came up with a hat, and I'm going to put it on my head right now.
Okay, go
And we
ahead.
call this hat the Anthem in honor, okay? This hat's called the Anthem in honor of Boston anthem singer Todd Angeli.
We got him too.
It's
Hold
the
on.
Bruins colors, and basically, if you're a Bruins fan, and I think we have the best anthem singer in the country. I think number 2 is the guy from Chicago, but we win it. We got the best one, and I really love the fact that he's a huge Scally Cap fan, and it's called the Anthem because this is what we do. You ready for this? This is what it goes.
Go ahead.
Hats off to the anthem.
There
We
you
sing
go.
the national anthem. So, yeah. Once again,
Excellent.
you can get that on Dave Russo Comedy.
All right, so one more slide from this past weekend. The big poppy of them all. There you go.
Yes. Very cool. Yeah. So Tiffany, David's wife, was there with the kids, and it's like I said, it's my second year, and she tried to dunk me in the dunk tank, and I think she liked how I was heckling her. I was like, "Did she pay? Did she pay?" I'm I have a picture of it. I didn't send that picture, but obviously a very attractive woman, super smart, right? And I was saying things like, "I can't believe I broke up with you," and stuff like that. She got a kick out. She really was trying to get me out. She wanted to knock me in. Anyways, long story short, she goes, "Hey, my buddy said that you have these Scally Caps." I said, "Yeah, I'd love to get one of the big poppies." She goes, "Give them to me." I go, "Get out of here." So I walk in, and she goes, come on in. He's wearing this hat right here that I just put on. He's wearing what's called the Rockport. This thing is like a fall special, a fall classic. Obviously, that's why he probably loved it. It's a fall classic. It's light enough to wear in the summer and heavy enough to wear in the fall. And, so this is Big Poppy's favorite cap right here. Oh, yeah. The
I like
Rockport.
it. Looks good.
Yeah, so kind
Looks
of
very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Now,
Very excited about that.
you love doing charity events, right?
Well, I got to
it's
tell you
really
something. I have
part
to
of
tell
the
you
industry.
something.
Go ahead.
It's something that kind of came. It's got to be my community of Malden, Massachusetts. I swear, because growing up, we went to parochial school. The community was always involved. And so if you were doing well, it was kind of like share the wealth type of thing. So, yes, I get involved with a lot of charity events. Don't ask me which ones, because I was taught by Lenny Clark and Mike Clark early on in my career, don't know too much about the event. Because sometimes it might be a young person very ill with, things like this. Like tonight, I got a call. You can't believe this. On August 6th, I'm going to be in Billerica. I'm sorry, November 6th, I'm going to be in Billerica for an event where a gentleman told me the story that we do a comedy show. At the end of the night, all the money that's raised, he puts in a brown paper bag, and he delivers it to a family who's having hardship with the family member having cancer. Because he told me his wife died of cancer. I'm like, Jesus. So now, so November 6th, I'm going to be in Billerica doing a show to raise for that particular cause. Now, something like that, you get reached out like that. But if you ever saw the movie The Jerk with Steve Martin, you get hit up by crazy events too. But so far, I've been kind of lucky that.
And then speaking of events
Crazy.
that you love doing, Comics Come Home. You're wearing it right there.
Oh, Comics Come Home, yes.
Yes. And now, is that going to be happening this November again?
From what I understand, and I actually have some inside scoop, but I can't tell you who's going to be on it. But a local comedian person that I love, and I think is fantastic, is going to be on, and I can't tell you that person's name.
Okay.
But I'm super happy for her.
Okay. So he let a little bit out of the bag.
But you don't know. See, anyways, so Comics Come Home is pretty much the elite for Boston comedy. Dennis Leary, obviously, and Cam Neely years ago, over 25 years ago, got together and bring the best of Boston comedy back to Boston once a year.
There you go.
And he usually picks one local person that's coming up the ladder. I got to do it in 2011/12 when the Bruins, I always say won the World Series, but when they won the Stanley Cup, and so I got to perform there, and that's how I became friends with like Tuca, and now I'm buddies with Marchand. I'm sorry that Torrey Cruz gone, although I love the way the Bruins are playing right now.
They're doing very well. Let's see what happens.
Brian's here. He knows about Bruins.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is my take on the Bruins.
Whoops! I thought we were going to have Dave in the shot. There he is.
Hey, you're Dave in the shot. Move him down a little bit.
Yeah, I got to.
Gotta fix about an inch.
By the way, I feel bad. I teased you about the size of your head, but you're the one that told me you have a good sized head. So.
Oh, it's massive.
It's massive. And you know
like
what?
Sputnik.
How about this? I have the same head. I'll give you the same size. I bet you your head's not as big as Big Poppy's. I gave Big Poppy the largest size you have.
He does have a bigger head than me because I interviewed him last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? I have a hat for you. Do we get a break in broadcast? No, we don't get breaks.
Okay, we'll go to commercial and we'll
do commercial. We'll get all
back
with a hat.
ready. Okay. All right, folks. We'll be right back.
Security.
Huh. They made this blackberry taste exactly like blackberry hint water.
They made this watermelon taste like hint water, too.
How'd you farmer wizards make all this fruit taste just like hint water?
Well, we triple irrigate our fruit with hint water in the world's largest biosphere, which modifies the DNA to taste exactly like hint water.
Really?
No.
What a sarcastic farmer.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Hi. Can I get the now bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a now bar, please? Uh-huh.
$1.
Thanks. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
How's it going? Can I get a now bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground out of your car right you did! Show me your head!
Show some respect. Show you give a damn. Show the world how it's done. Show them that when your community needed you the most, you showed up. Mask up, America.
Okay, we're back with Dave Russo, comedian. This is a special performer because we actually don't broadcast on Tuesdays. So
I love it.
So you came in and said, let's just do one with Dave. Why not? And Brian just came here straight from work. And look at Brian now. Look at it. He's styling.
Yeah, Brian, like this.
Look,
break it in a little bit. You got to. There you go.
There you go.
So Brian's head is not as big as Big Poppy's, but he did choose the same style as Big Poppy. I'll tell you that right now. That's the Rockport. It's a classic style scally cap. It's what's called a flat cap, but it goes with that herringbone, that little stripe right there. It can go with the Bruins uniform. It can go with the Celtics. You know? Any type of sports fan, any type of classic look you're going for. Boom, DaveRussoComedy.com. All right, so we're doing. I learned today that it's a broadcast, not a podcast. We're doing commercials, so that's. Yeah.
And actually, Brian, I didn't realize how close your work shirt was to the performer shirt. It looks almost the same.
Oh yeah, no. If you look at it quick, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw it says Pacific Kitchen and Home. I thought it was a Chinese food restaurant.
Hey, that sounds good for later, Brian. What do we think? Chinese food for later? Why not? Well, we're a bunch of foodies here. We love doing stuff on food.
I enjoy, I've been in many restaurants because I don't cook and I'm on the road. And also I do inspections for restaurants. I go in the restaurants and check to make sure they're up to code and service and stuff. So if you see me eating in a restaurant, I've been in their kitchen.
There you go.
You're good to go.
We've been in a lot of
kitchens
last
week
too.
in the kitchen.
Yeah, the Italian. Oh, absolutely. Down the North End. What's that? North Street? Is that what street is that? It's a four-letter
that's
street.
One street off Hanover. So that's
State Street, maybe.
Yeah,
that's a five-letter. But okay.
Yeah, and, I know it's a short-letter name.
A lot of people don't go that like one street off, but literally the North End is 3 streets. It's
more than that.
I had so much fun. We were met at our friend Emery LaFosse a launch.
Magazine launch. Yeah.
Magazine launch. And I've known her, since high school days. She's great, and that's where you and I hung out. We took a great picture together. You and Russ,
Yeah, we had Russ Mustaki. He did the cover.
Yeah.
I did the back cover. He did the front cover, which was funny because we were all in the same picture together. And then I did a spread on the inside. But it was a great give back, to the younger kids who didn't get a prom this year, and everything. And so
I didn't realize exactly what it was for. Because the prom night for me, I think about this. Like if you're a dad. And who's not complaining with the pandemic? Like dads who love their daughters didn't go to prom night. Because dads don't want their daughters to go to prom night.
Oh, well, they're just saying, they sit there with a shotgun.
Right, exactly.
And they sit on the lounge. You
didn't know where I was going with that one, did you? No one knows where I'm going with that, because I think to myself, who's not complaining with the pandemic? Dads who love their daughters that don't want to go to prom night.
Exactly.
Because we just the commercial we
saw.
That
was last year, not this year, though. I think a lot of people still get to prom this year. Yeah,
well, I think they would do a combined one. They were talking about some schools doing combined ones.
How can you do a combined? Once you've moved on from high school,
I think we should talk more about that comedy. Because I love the restaurant. I love the North End. I love the magazine launch. That was all great. But the Comics Come Home, I actually saw that the year before last. I got invited at the last minute, come down, sit in the box with my friend and watch the show.
Which show?
That was not this last year. It was the year before.
2019.
Yeah.
All right. That's the last year that
was
they
Kelly
had
McFarlane on that one, and we obviously got Leary, got Lenny.
Yep.
They didn't have it in 2020, did they?
No, it would be 2019.
So you were at the last one.
Well, that's the thing. You look at all the shows. We covered that rock show, and that was 14 months, Mike. So it's a live event.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why
it's this was for music.
That's why it meant so much, because of the fact that it was live.
It was the first live event. So now, when's the next comedy show? So I've seen you post a couple of things.
Yeah,
some comedy shows coming up.
So what we're trying to do right now is obviously the number one comedy club that I work for is Giggles Comedy Club in Saugus. Okay, but you can't work every weekend because there's other thousands of comics that want to go through there. So we've been doing comedy at Focino Vineyard in Hollis, New Hampshire. It's a Taste of Italy, 1 hour north of Boston, next to Nashua. Exits. Oh, you're great.
We're talking about the wine there. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, we do the shows. That's Al, the owner, winemaker, and yes, we do shows there. Every third Saturday, we do wine tastings 7 days a week, from 11 o'clock to 7. That's a little Malbec wine. My face is on the Malbec. Right. The more you drink, the taller I look. But the Focino.
And better looking.
Yes, absolutely. No, the Focino Vineyard thing. It's so short out of Boston, and I tell people, go make a weekend out of it. Do wine tastings on Saturday. Go to a show Saturday night. Get a hotel in Nashua.
Right.
Actually, we were at the Plymouth Bay Winery this past week shooting an episode for Wicked
down
Bites.
the South Shore.
Down in Plymouth. Beautiful location, right next to the harbor.
I was with Hurley and Jimmy and Pete Costello earlier to a place called Whiskey's or right on State Street, 50 State Street. As a matter of fact, Google it. It's got to be something with the martinis. That's what it was.
Martinis.
Martinis, whiskey.
The W is a M backwards. That's my dyslexia.
Some kind of liquor.
Yeah, some type of liquor. I'm not talking about it.
There's nothing wrong. Wine, martinis.
Well, everything is opening.
Actually go
everything
out and
is
talk to
opening
people and have wine now and have martinis.
Everything is open up because
everything is opening
except
up.
for the music, and that's why we're doing Breakaway at Thursdays. Thursday nights at Breakaway.
Oh, you're going to be up in the Saugus?
Danvers.
Right.
We do a comedy showcase because bands can't really play right now. They're not allowed to sing for some reason.
They're starting to sing this weekend.
Can you imagine? That sounds like Footloose.
I've seen
it's so Footloose. You couldn't dance.
You couldn't dance.
You couldn't sing. Couldn't do anything. And I'm like, it was Footloose.
And I don't know how dirty you can be on this because it's just relatively clean, right?
Go ahead.
Forget it. I'll move on. Forget it. I was going to do some mask jokes. I was going to talk about the mask thing. You know what I mean? The weird thing is it's an accessory.
You can say mass hole. You can say mass hole.
Well, first of all, pot's legal in Massachusetts, but you can't cough. It's like, what's going on?
That's a good one.
No, but
the contact high.
Yeah, but the mask thing is like it's becoming an accessory now. Like the women are matching like shoes and stuff like that. Some guys might be some guys might be breast guys. Some guys might be legs guys. I think I'm a mask guy. I saw a chick with a mask and an eye patch. I asked her to marry me. I was like, please cover more of her face. Cover her. Double mask my face.
There you go. All you needed was a peg leg and a parrot on her shoulder.
Well, see, that's a strange thing. You can't do physical jokes. You can't make personal physical jokes with people. Like when I say cover her face.
You can't do that anymore. What's wrong with that?
I heard on cruise ships, if you're Italian, you can't even do Italian jokes. So yeah, I know it's getting wild out there. That's why I can't wait for the publicity to come get me.
Yeah,
I got a bunch of documented things.
Yeah,
documented. That's right, documented. I got documented things that go. Wait a minute, if you're going to call me on that one, what about I did this one? Okay,
they got
that
a file
one
on Russo.
They offsets everything. Yeah, my goodness.
There you go.
Speaking of which, Dave, now what's been like the past 2 months? Things have really opened up wide open, literally, for you and the industry. And so, if you can be getting a lot more calls, bookings, what's been going on?
So I always thought because this thing went down, and I still firmly believe it that we're all in the same. It's an even playing field right now. Anyone that was popular before the pandemic, they better bring out some new jokes. Nobody wants to hear your old crap. They want to hear some new stuff, and you got to be on point. So it's like a whole. So for me personally, yes, I've been getting calls, but I'm trying to do more quality than quantity. Does that make sense? I think my time is precious. I enjoy doing the comedy, and I want to make sure I can stay there and have fun.
Well, you're living in a convent too, right?
I live in. It's funny.
I mean, come on, bro. How can you not get something of that?
You know what? I live in a convent because all my jokes kind of go like I'm trying to keep up the traditions of church, by having women, hearing women outside my window saying, "Oh God," I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to keep it clean, for the broadcast. It's a
yeah. Repent.
Well,
Repent.
I did get more spiritual, but I don't know if I can do. That's kind of a masturbation.
Yeah.
Can you do those?
Yeah.
Can you do those ones on there? Pass on it. Self gratification.
Earphones, little kids. Earphones.
Rewind.
But
no, kids listen to podcasts, not broadcasts. That sounds old.
True. Yeah, he's kind of right about
Louis
that.
Bello's watching us right now.
Louis Bello,
he says you're a
Bello.
handsome devil.
Thank you. I can't believe I broke up with you, Louis. You're so beautiful.
Well, he has a line now. He's coming out with Boston Famous.
Really?
Yeah, he's coming out with T-shirts.
Awesome.
Boston Famous and everything.
I like that. I get it. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And only give them to select people in Boston. Only open a market to select people. I think you'd be one of them. There's no doubt about that.
Mine would be Boston Almost Famous.
Oh gosh! Did you see his latest video? He had girls throwing themselves through the walls and stuff like that.
The last video I saw. I don't know if
Jesus.
it's a new one. I don't know if it's a new one. I know I saw it at Johnny Ippolito's place down in New Bedford.
Okay.
He was showing me the video. It looks super cool. I don't know if he helped produce him with it or whatever. But Louis,
Cisco,
let me know what video I was watching. I don't know.
And he's also now
He's got a lot of them out. So
filming some documentary work, but he does a lot of his work.
Who, Johnny?
Marleno and Cisco Santiago do a lot of stuff. Him, but he filmed Jesus was his last one, and then he did one before that where he was undercover cop. And
I remember seeing one like he had some pretty.
He was
young,
a villain
there was
in
a
the
pool. There was some pretty young looking women, and he was
last summer,
dancing.
Pretty women. He had throwing themselves through the wall.
I can't believe I'm not in that video. Come on, I'll pull out my gold chain, my hat on.
There you go. Well, he was a villain. He robbed.
He was a villain.
He robbed a rink because you guys like to skate.
We're hockey players, yeah.
So we knew someone who had a ring.
He played a whole game when he broke his ribs.
What?
The Bruins alum guy, he broke his ribs. He still played the whole game. He's a hockey player. I said, "You're not really from the South Shore. What are you from?" I'm from Dorchester first. Like, okay.
and you know hockey.
You know that
don't
Marshfield kid would have taken himself out.
And you know hockey, Dave, don't you?
You know what? I'm a big fan of hockey. Let me tell you what the Bruins right now. Can we talk about the Bruins?
Yeah.
Okay. So Krejci on the second line was always a player, but he was kind of what's called, I would say, a Hun. That's what they do. He's a stick handler. So now, if you're the other team, he's got no one else to pass, so they'll double team and they break him up go. But now they get Taylor Hall. So if they double team him, they got a kid that can skate. And I think that whole line, number 12, Smith, he's the reason why that thing gels, because he's a dirt dog. He gets in there, he punches in the face, and he gets the puck to one of those guys. You get the puck to one of those guys, you keep skating, they're in deep trouble.
Right.
The first line's already doing great, but now they get away with the second line. And the third line they're the third line that's just, they're going like this. They're going to punch you in the face. They're going to keep skating.
Right.
I like how they're gelling right now. I like that they're playing like they're scared for their job.
Right. And Krejci's coming to his own, I think, now. I mean,
he's finally he was always in the second line alone. He never really had anyone to skate with, or I think he found that missing link. This kid Taylor Hall, man. I mean, he's a player. He's a player. I like how he headbutts people every once in a while. You know what I mean? I don't know, 'cause he got a huge dome.
They took away the penalty box. The place is gone. You can't headbutt anymore. Let's go down there after the game. You know,
we may know
it's
tomorrow
still a
night.
game going on.
Tomorrow night. No, tomorrow night is the Islanders Penguins. So we may know.
Is that game 6 for them, or
it will be game 6 for them. So we might know who.
I'm such a homer. I have no idea.
No, yeah, it's game 6. So it's 3-2. Islanders right now.
Okay. See, this now we don't want to play the Islanders from what I understand because they beat us up all year. We're better against the Penguins, but I don't even play. I don't even watch. Well, I would watch, I guess, if I was on the other team. I
think if the Islanders win, though, don't we have home rink advantage?
Once again, I have that Bill Belichick champion attitude. I don't care who I'm playing. I'm beating your ass. I'm coming at you.
And you know,
I really don't care. I don't care who I'm playing. I really don't. Because I always would tell my kids, because I'm so old now, if I was their coach, I would say, listen, you have 20, you're probably going to maybe skate 20 shifts in the whole game. You're going to have 4 shifts in the first period, 4 or whatever it is. Skate like it's the last shift ever of your life on every shift. And I say you win every game. That's how you do
awesome.
it. Master the basics, you son of a guns. Be a champion. You're nothing until you win it again.
Speaking of Bruins,
President Cam Neely. That was from the Very Fairly. We did the Very Fairly Thanksgiving commercial. I'm very happy to say 80 comedians in Boston auditioned for that, and I got it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I know how I got it. You want to know how I got it?
How did you get it?
All right, so that's not Rick
Louis
Middleton
said
shirt.
you're good looking.
So no, thank you. So I wore a Rick Middleton shirt that I had bought at one of the charity events my brother actually bought, and it had a mustard stain right here in the middle. It's like an authentic shirt from Rick Middleton, right, with this mustard stain, and I wore it in there. And Bobby Farrelly goes, dude, where'd you get the Rick Middleton shirt? I was like, do not tell my brother. I just, for some reason, like, don't tell him I have mustard on the thing. And I ended up getting the commercial because there was a guy, Nash, on the Rangers.
Okay.
And so somehow I didn't realize that he was Nash on the Rangers, so I associated Nash from the basketball player from Canada.
Okay.
Remember on the Phoenix Suns? Yeah. So he said something about the hockey player. I said, you can't even dribble. I did some basketball thing, and Bobby Farrelly loved it, and he goes, he's that guy.
That's awesome.
So I accidentally got it because God protects the
they actually
stupid.
won some awards with their last couple movies, didn't they?
Well, not so much awards, but they won the Shields MRI. Don't forget Roger That when I was in the with the Tom Brady. It was the Roger That commercial.
Yeah.
They won. That went viral, so that one we got an award with. Well, not me, but they got an award.
Right,
I tell people it's me. I got an award too. Come on, you had award-winning actors.
We had a piece of it, right?
Yeah, I'm an award-winning actor. Jesus, we got an award. We got a Venmo for that. We got a Venmo check for that.
What was this second slide I keep putting up here?
This is so when I skate with that, I'm actually on the Bruins alumni team, so I'm actually skating with that right there is you see Rick Middleton with the glass in the back. I think that's Bob Sweeney right there. Dave Jensen, number 44, I believe, and a couple other players. Probably Tommy Song is there. You got Ray Bork's there. So all those guys. I actually played on their team. Usually I'm the comedian guy. They put me on another team and they beat the crap out of me in the corners and they trip me and we have fun and I get up and it's all great. You know what I mean? They go, Russo can take a beat and he's pretty good. No, I can't.
That's how you're in respect.
Speaking of Ray Bork, we interviewed him a couple weeks ago.
You know,
we were at his restaurant.
Tresca, right?
Yes, that's right.
Tresca. Right, and now it's right next to Hanover Street, right next to Mamma Mia's or Me.
It's across
Tony DeMarco, the legendary boxer. His statue's right around the corner from me.
Right, exactly, it is.
Yeah, so
it's up the street from Modern Pastry.
And
then Modern Pastry's right there too. So when you get out, you want to get a little dessert, or go to Mike's, my favorite. You know,
Mike's pastry.
Yeah, just ham and the cannolis there late at night.
Just what we don't need, right, Brian?
Well, I ate at Tresca the last time I went to the Bruins game. I went with Jimmy O'Leary and his son. We went to the Bruins game. We ended up eating at Tresca. I had some nice pizza there, margarita pizza.
The pizza's unbelievable.
Yeah, everything's
and they
unbelievable.
The sauce too, so you go and make
got the
it
sauce,
again.
I know.
Everything's
Forget about it. And then he
unbelievable.
said, for the opening night, he was going to give everybody a free jar of sauce. That comes into the restaurant. Yeah, he was doing like a free jar of sauce. I'm like, are you kidding me?
People should check out
I'll bring the bread. I'll bring the bread.
Bring the bread. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, people should check out our Fun
we had
with
the
Food
bread
episode.
last. Remember the Dolce Fumo? They had the bread in that.
When these two get going, I can't put in a word.
Mike, I totally listen to you, but he's talking about prosciutto and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. People should check out the episode.
Mozzarella,
prosciutto right here.
People should check out the episode because the food we featured on the episode was outstanding.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Fun with Food. It's actually if you go lower on the Performer Facebook page, you'll find the episode and take a look.
The chicken parmesan. See that?
I shared
my
I don't know if
fist.
it works. I shared the.
That's okay. We'll look later on.
Yeah,
that's
I didn't
all right.
shave it all.
We're on there. We're on there forever. It's a live
shave.
broadcast now, but people can download it later on and look at it when they're on the bus or sitting in bed.
On the bus.
On the bus.
Yeah, those people. Those
there's more
train,
routes
on the
open
bus.
now. Everything's going to open. They said they're going to open up the
That's
red
right.
line, the
You
green
can watch
line,
it anywhere in the
orange
world.
line, more routes.
Oh, no kidding.
Actually, they're doing volunteers for cruises now. You volunteer, Brian? I volunteer.
Volunteer for what?
For cruises.
For cruises.
The cruise lines are taking volunteers.
They're going to lose money. Do you see me eat? I'm like a whale.
Doesn't matter. It's a volunteer.
They want to have you be guinea pigs.
A guinea pig, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm actually going to Vegas next week.
Emphasis.
I want to go. My friend has Cole Sherratt. He has a show out there.
Okay.
I'm staying at the Palazzo Air and Hotel.
Great
all week,
little place.
And I'm going to go there and see my comedy shows. I mean, I've been waiting, so
All right, we'll get you. We'll get you to go see. I'll give you my contact over the. At the Trop over at the Laugh Factory. I'll have you see George. Tell him Russo sent you. Tip him.
Here we go.
No, Harry and those guys are great. You got to go to the Tropicana, the Laugh Factory.
Oh, I'm going. Yeah, it's already on the menu. We're going to spend a whole week. I usually only go for the weekend, but I'm going for a week because I'm going to go out to Joshua Tree and Arches National Park and do that stuff and then hang out at the pool. But
are you married?
I'm going to Vegas.
All right.
No one's married when they go to Vegas.
Sure.
Come on.
Thanks, John.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right, exactly.
Unless you get crabs.
Unless you get crabs.
Those little critters.
I was in Maryland, they got crabs. No, I was in Vegas and I got crabs. The wrong type.
Those little critters are tattletales.
Yeah.
It's too bad you go through customs. What are you going to declare?
You go through customs.
Yeah.
What are you going to declare?
You don't go through customs coming from Vegas.
I'm saying, if you had to go through customs, what are you going to declare?
That's not my bag, baby.
Jesus, you're trying to smuggle in food?
So you played in Vegas a bunch of times. Can
I tell you this? How's this stuff? This is why a lot of people even know this. So I opened for Andrew Dice Clay on the Strip at the Tropicana, December 28th and 29th, 2020. And then New Year's Eve I performed the Strip. Yeah, no one.
Mean Little Miss Muffet who sat on a tuffet.
Hey, Bruce.
Eating a German way. Yeah.
You killed. You did good, kid. You did good. He was very complimentary, and he doesn't change character. And anyone that dogs him or anything like that, I just go, stop being a hater because to last in this business and not be dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're on the road. Look at the people that have passed. Ralphie May has passed. Young kid. Obviously had health issues, whatever. Just think of all the guys that have passed. I don't even want to. Mitch Hedberg. You know what I mean? All some great talent. So.
Well, comedy's been like a staple. I mean, ever since the Three Stooges, for crying out loud, doing the shorts. The Three Stooges invented the shorts.
Sure.
And then you had Curly, who passed away earlier from stroke. Then you had his other brother come back into it, Chemp. You know what I'm saying?
Great
haircuts. You had Curly Joe.
Guys.
Yeah, I mean, all those guys, you know what I'm saying? And they were around to the 70s. Exactly.
My mother would get poked by my Uncle Lenny. She had to learn how to do this.
She knew the defense?
She knew the defense,
yeah. Yeah, those guys. And they actually paved the way for current comedians and acts to go out there. But they did invent the shorts, and they lasted until the 70s when they were doing cartoons. Remember they had the Three Stooges cartoons? That's how they ended it.
They had the Monkeys cartoon, the Jackson 5 cartoons. I think cartoons are difficult to make. I think wouldn't they?
Yeah,
it been a long time.
Animated,
back then
they were
it was a challenge.
A lot different than it is now. Yeah. Now it's real easy.
Is it really?
It's all computer generated.
Let's just do a cartoon.
You would make
Animated
a good cartoon,
features.
bro.
I think
I'm going to tell you.
I'm a little bit of a cartoon. I played a cartoon once, and I forget the gentleman's name. I'm such an idiot because he's for Comedy Central. Jonathan Katz. Jonathan Katz did a short.
Okay.
And he had me play the wise guy who was trying to shake somebody down for some money. And he goes, "What'd you say?" I go, "I'm going to bang this guy out." He goes, you change that line to this. That's how street people talk. He goes, "Is that how street people talk?" I go,
"No."
Yeah, I think it is.
I tell you how street people talk. You don't see it coming.
You don't see it. Well,
yeah, you don't see it.
Well, that's what I say.
Real guy from Boston is going to knock you out.
Yeah. This guy's bust. I'm going to bang this guy out. I'm going to bang him out.
Exactly.
He's like,
that's what he says to his friend.
What's it banging out me? I go, exactly. If you don't watch yourself, I'm going to bang you up. Cartoons are fun.
So, I mean, I used to do that. I used to actually, film the toughest man competitions in Brockton.
Jesus.
And you'd have these
old
guys.
School.
Dude, old school. These guys are going with no training, right? They would come in, they'd have 2 weeks to get in, right? To get in there, right? And they would get in and they would just pound each other. Now, I come from disciplines of mixed martial arts,
sure.
So I have 3 different, talents that I train in. And I see these guys and just haymakers. Just like throwing
after
stuff.
30 seconds, they're like gassed.
Exactly.
You knee them in the head. Yeah, how's that?
Right. Exactly. But these guys were really tough guys. And they instead of doing it on the street, because there was a big thing in Plymouth last week, they had a big brawl on the beach.
On the beach, yeah.
Like young kids just getting up, beating each other up.
Young kids got it together.
Little kids.
They had like 200 people.
They look like either late teens or early 20s.
They had unsanctioned and just went after it. Like we were kids.
So were they doing one-on-one?
Technically, that's not against the law as long as both combatants are willing combatants.
Do they wear gloves?
Yeah, but they wore gloves. They wore gloves. But the thing is, it was illegal for them to assemble like that. And
maybe assemble, but as far as the altercation, it was a.
We don't have any video footage of this.
Yeah, as long as it's willing combatants. Because they didn't arrest anybody. That's my point.
They couldn't catch anybody.
Well, not
they called them up.
They had plenty of video.
They had a time. Yeah, they had it. Well, the kid got knocked out. The kid got knocked out because tough guys like to talk. If you're sitting there talking and you're going, I'm going to fight you, I'm going to knock the shoes off you, That's
He's
not
the one that lost?
you go to a guy that's from Boston or Dorchester, he's gonna look at you and he's just gonna just punch you right in the face as you're talking. You know, and it's like, what are you doing? And you'd be laying on the ground before you knew what happened. You know, but
the whole boxing game in general is pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
Just like when they do like the whole thing before the stare down. And
the weigh-ins.
What is it? The MMA stuff now? They have like
UFC, which is MMA. Yeah.
They have legitimate, like this guy was an Iranian terrorist murderer. Like he's boxing this guy. I mean, they got legit dudes now. You know what I mean? This guy was in special forces. He can kill you in 17 different ways. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
I have the privilege of knowing all those guys, and I know the guys that from here that went on to heavyweight fight. Wow. You know, the Christian Warcrafts, the John Howard. You know what I'm saying? All these people I know personally because I work with them, but it wasn't sanctioned yet in the city of Boston. But we were doing it. I mean, we've always been boxing.
That was a long time ago. Remember they used to have a place in Lynn? There was a place in Lynn when they were doing the boxing.
Yeah, well, there's a Lynn Auditorium.
Rivera Brothers.
And you know what? They had comedians and they had singers come in and open up or be the music. Louis Bello sang the national anthem at a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? We did the Broxton Rock Stadium, and we had the whole stadium. It was for 43,000 people, packed it. You know, Mike was there too. You know, I mean, this was like 2008.
See that?
You know,
that scally fat fiction now. It makes you look like I'm gonna knock you the hell out. Look at you. I'm gonna put you a wing right, quick trap left. I don't know any of the terminology. So you did like what, Taekwondo and Tai Chi and all that stuff?
you have
karate.
Well, Tai Chi is an exercise. Taekwondo is a flipping art. You know, and then you have Judo, which is pushing and pulling
a little bit.
Yeah, and then you have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Is that the arm lock? Is that the arm lock one?
It's more about restraints and arm locks, you know what I'm saying, and ankle locks for crying out loud.
I don't like those.
Yeah,
I don't like those. I don't like any of those.
I don't like those. Any locks.
My wrist was. Some kid was being a wise ass. He was kind of being a bully to his girlfriend, and I thought he was kind of being a dick. And this was back in 07. In Vegas, like, well, I'll wrestle you because I wrestled. Yeah. And I got him locked up and twisted up, and I'm beating the young kid. I'm like, yeah, you prick. Next thing you know, he got me in an arm lock. Like, my arm. I mean, still right now I can feel it. It's still to this day. It took over 10 years for me to I had to wear a wristband to play hockey, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
He
did one of these things.
He might have did a hairline fracture. That's what it is. And hairline fracture is on. No,
I don't think it was that bad. Please don't tell me I was that much of a wimp.
What you should have done is you should have had it isolated for a while so that chance to heal. You probably had a hairline fracture.
My ego was too broken that the little kid got me. I'm fine. Nothing's hurting.
Yeah. Okay. No, the guys that fight around here, they put you on the ground. You know it. Like Daniel Gracie has a whole studio around here.
I knew of the Gracie brothers back in the day. He's doing some funny TikToks.
Renzo is in Philly. Daniel's down here in Hyannis. He traded this guy named Banana, my other friend. Yeah.
Did you ever see his TikToks?
Oh, yeah, I watch him.
He's pretty funny to tell about putting his son to bed. I'll put him to bed. You go to bed.
I'm like all set. I was in the gym with them, training with them, right? And he's got this other monster on me. And it's like, there's nothing like a big guy with hairy legs wrapped around you. It's not cool. Not cool. It's like some European woman.
Too many cameras.
Okay.
It's like, I'm going to shave her down first.
I totally lost control over this a long time ago.
We're talking about men rolling around with men in tights.
I just want to say thanks to John Buckley, who chimed in, and Michael Bernier. Thank you guys for chiming in. The music quite didn't fit what you guys were talking about topic wise. So we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna go to commercial right now. Okay, we're gonna come back and we're gonna specifically talk about scally caps. Okay. So we're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back, and Brian will just we'll give him. I
don't know what I'm gonna do.
We'll give Brian something to eat so he can be quiet for just a couple minutes.
No more food.
We'll be right back.
They made this blackberry taste exactly like blackberry hint water.
They made this watermelon taste like hint water too.
How'd you farmer wizards make all this fruit taste just like hint water?
Well, we triple irrigate our fruit with hint water in the world's largest biosphere, which modifies the DNA to taste exactly like hint water.
Really?
No.
What a sarcastic farmer.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Well done, my friend. I've been practicing.
You know, blackberry hint water tastes more like fresh blackberries than the blackberries in my pie.
Really?
Yeah, taste for yourself.
I believe I will.
And?
Delicious. Just blackberries, no sugary stuff. You know, my cherry hint water tastes more like cherries than the ones in my pie.
I'll be the judge of that. You're right. Cherry hint water tastes more like cherries, not like that sugary cherry stuff in your pie.
Seems impossible.
We should double check.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy, or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Don't give it time to reload it. Crumple the rules, do it your own way. Oh, in all the conversations I have with the mirror, I just wanna turn all the way up. They be like, hey, what you gonna do with your life? Do with your life. Whatever I want, whatever I want.
Okay, we're back with Dave Russo, comedian.
Yeah,
and
that hint commercial, that really made me hungry for some blackberry pie. Jesus. Don't
Cherry pie.
Jesus.
Didn't Hannibal Lecter use that on Jodie Foster?
I like to it puts the lotion in the basket. Clarice. Fava beans.
Okay.
Yeah. Put the lotion in the basket.
Are we going to talk about scally caps?
Scally caps.
Scally caps. It's scally cap time.
Okay.
We're going to put the movies and the MMA and all that stuff on the back burner for right now. Okay, because Dave is here to talk about scally caps.
I was just stopping by because you guys are my friends. I was coming up from
thank you very much.
Skippies in South Yarmouth every Monday, 8:30. Best of Boston Comedy. Thank you. Yeah, I was coming up. We did our first show last night.
It's not a bad gig, huh? To go down there on the Cape for the week.
You know what? It was so much fun. Skippy's Pier 1 has like a boat inside of a building, so it's like you're performing on the Titanic. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Why, did you sink last night?
No, as a matter of fact, I was looking for like a car. Because remember on the Titanic, he had sex with the girl in the backseat of the car. So I'm like, hey, where's the car? Yeah. So that's why people are going to relate to that movie. That's
So it's a boat inside a building?
They have like it's Skippy's Pier 1 in South Yarmouth. It's right on the pier where they have the boats, but it's inside. They have like a mock boat. It's a good size. It's like you're inside. It's cool old wood. It's like you're in an old boat, man.
Because they used to have the boat down in Newport. Remember that?
I remember that one. They also had that in
like,
Route 1 in Saugus or whatever, Linfield. They had the boat there.
Yeah.
But no, it's a regular building, but inside
That
there's
was
like
a restaurant, though.
That was a restaurant, yeah. Well, this is a restaurant bar as well.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So Scally, as a matter of fact, the reason why we were there because we launched the Scally Caps with the David Ortiz Heart Foundation. Then we went last night, and there's a bunch of Bruins fans down there, so they all bought the anthem. This is the anthem.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's take a look at some of the offerings you have here.
Oh, okay.
Which one is this now?
No, that's the Rockport.
That's the
one that Big Poppy and Brian, Big Poppy gravitated to that one. He loved the color. He put it on sideways. He bent it. He's like, my friend. And so we gave him a hug and a kiss. Yeah, that's the Rockport. They're all $45 because we're on the Performer podcast right now. If anyone,
look at that on
it doesn't look badass on him.
You know what would be funny?
It looks
If I was
great
doing the interview and I walked in with the same hat on.
That would even be better. If you go on the website, I'll tell people right now, if you use 15 off code, because the hats are $45, right? If you used DaveRussoComedy.com when you go to buy it, use the 15 OFF.
Yeah.
I usually say 0. But 15 off code. You'll get 15 off. This way you'll pay for your shipping and handling and all that stuff.
That's more than reasonable based on what the regular price is.
Regular hat's about $49, $50.
Yeah.
This is the first run, but that was which one was? Oh, you were just showing that. You were just showing the rock.
Yeah, well, what's this one right here?
That is the one that I'm wearing right now. This is the Causeway. Get back to me on this one. This one right here, right? The Causeway. This is the herringbone gray Causeway. This thing is light. It fits. It fits right out of the box. The thing I like about this is it's lightweight. You can wear it golfing. You can wear it with a dark black. You can wear it with a green. It goes with everything. A Red Sox shirt. Everything. This hat goes with everything Boston. If you're wearing, the American Revolution soccer team, whatever the hell they call it, the Revolution. Yeah. So this is the herringbone gray classic scallop cap. It's light. You can wear it all, and it goes with everything, and it looks classy. How's that sound?
What looks good is, at a Sox game, later in the year or the beginning of the year where it's a little bit cooler.
This hat, I'm telling you, the hat's, I love the way it matches.
Use it as a visor. You know what I'm saying? You ever see the people in the stand that are doing this?
You know who was wearing the hat like that yesterday? You know Kevin Chapman, who was in the movie Mystic River and all that? Yeah. Chappie grabbed his hat, and he was wearing it backwards all day. And he's got a good size head as well. He's pretty smart.
You use it as a rally cap, too.
You could.
At the Sox game.
You could. Why not?
You use it as a rally cap.
Look at that satin finish.
That's a rally cap right there.
He's calling for aliens.
There you go.
Okay, what do we got here now? What's this?
Now,
one?
this is the original 6. This is just a standard classic scally cap 6 panel. I call it the original 6 because I think of all the original 6 hockey teams, whether it's Toronto, Detroit, Boston, the Rangers, Chicago, all those cities, Detroit, all those cities are like cold, like in the wintertime. So it's like a traditional classic scally. And I tell you what, man, it's I can see someone wearing like a nice leather jacket and a scarf. Right. I almost called it the Broadway. I almost called it the O'Reilly, like Terry O'Reilly. It looks tough, you know what I mean? But it's just the original 6 panel. It's more of a winter style classic scally cap, and they break in nice. Right. You're gonna look like De Niro. I'm gonna punch you in the face. And the cool thing about this one that a lot of people know, it's kind of a co-ed because right back here, underneath this right here, there's an adjustable size, a little Velcro here. So you can adjust it. Yeah. And I was almost called the co-ed because a couple of young ladies have put it on. Miss Vicky Weeks and My Heart Rate looked great in it. So it's
I'm going to get a picture of a hot lady in this hat.
You know what? The ladies look great in the scally caps. They do.
Yeah, they can really accessorize that.
Mike's got a new magazine. I got to go back and take photos, I guess.
So there you go. That's 3 of them, right? We have one last one.
Oh, go ahead. I don't think I have a slide for the. I get one more slide with you wearing a sky.
Really?
Yeah. Here we go. You look good, Dave.
That's the original 6.
Yeah,
That's the original 6. I was talking about the Bruin style.
We didn't have a chance to process today's picture. No, show it. Let's show it.
Oh, this is the anthem. This is the one that in honor of Todd Angeli, Boston anthem singer. So we had to come up with something. If the Bruins were in the play, what do you think? This looks good for you. Yeah, there you go. How badass does he look?
Yeah, if you're in the bar watching the game.
Well, he works in the bar and then he sings the national anthem for the Bruins. That's our guy.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's back in the hat and so we've launched.
What's your favorite, Brian, that you saw tonight?
I think the one I got on right now.
Okay, there he goes.
He's got a style. He's got a style with the big poppy rock.
I like the herringbone.
I like this as well.
The herringbone one is nice.
Well, 90% of heat loss comes out of your head. People don't understand that in the winter. 90%. So if you have a hat on, there you go. A lot of times, like you see people in Boston, they're wearing shorts.
Shorts, I know.
And they got a scally cap on. It's a weird
Keep it in the brain. Keep it in the brain.
The extra weight has nothing to do with it, right, Mike?
I'm going to see how this looks. Yeah.
Mike, I didn't bring up weight once.
All right. We're going to match them.
Oh, I like that. That looks good.
That one's probably for the season because of the Bruins. You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
Because of the shirt you got on and everything?
Yeah.
Because it blends.
This was, like I said, this was the colors. I just loved them for the Bruins.
Right,
being a Bruins fan. And so, yeah, people are digging them, too. We've get them while they last. Because I have to order them again.
Well, where can they find them? Thank you, Vicky, for chiming in.
Thank you.
Where do they?
You know what? I have people go on my website, DaveRussoComedy.com, and once you're on the website, on the front page, you'll see a description of all 4 hats. You just click on the products page, or you can buy them right on the front page. The products page has description.
Showing you kisses here. What's going on? I mean,
I don't know. I'm friends with her boyfriend Joe. Come on, security. As a matter of fact, Joe grabbed this hat. He looks great. Joe's an athlete out of Maryland, and good sized guy, and he put the hat on. He looked pretty tough too. I go, you look pretty mean. He looked tough with it.
Well, Vicky said that's my favorite hat. I don't know which one she was talking about.
No, she's talking about this one. She's talking about the anthem.
Okay,
she loves
the anthem. Yeah, that is a very.
She got the anthem the first day. She's been wearing it.
Excellent.
And you know what? I kind of like it.
I tell you, the hat works because like I saw him out at that restaurant. You had like 4 girls at your table.
Well, they're my sisters. They're my sisters. No, it was my friend Tracy McGuire, one of my first girlfriends ever, as a matter of fact.
I'm like, and you're still friends with
We're still friends. Well, you know, I get callbacks.
I take it you broke up with her too.
You know what? As a matter of fact, it's weird. I can't really tell you how we broke up, but it was awesome.
Somehow it happened.
No, we're still friends. I'm still pursuing her since like 1985.
There you go. The list of girls you broke up with is pretty extensive.
Well, you know what? I don't want to seem too creepy, but that's one of my jokes. Like when I'm on stage, I want to share with the people out there. If like an attractive woman walks by or giving me a hard time, I'm like, I can't believe I broke up with you. That's pretty much the fun punchline. Hello.
That's a good punchline.
Are you going to be doing Comics Come Home this year?
I will not. I'll probably be covering him for Dirty Water TV, like I cover him every year for Nesson. I'm happy with it. It's one of those things like. I won the gold medal in 1997 at the Bay State Games, so I'll never wrestle ever again because I had like the run of my life. And when I covered for Lenny on 2011, and I had the set of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I could top that one. I kicked butt, and so it's kind of a keep it that way, you know.
All right, Dave. What's in the immediate store for you? Where are you playing out?
I tell you what, Fulcino Vineyard, a taste of Italy, 1 hour north of Boston, next to Nashua. That's Saturday nights, Friday nights, wine tasting 7 days a week, and of course Skippy's on Mondays. Every Monday, Cape Cod, Skippy's South Yarmouth, and for your Thursday night fun, Thirsty Thursdays at Breakaway in Danvers. And if you don't catch me there, you'll catch me at Giggles Comedy Club every other weekend.
Excellent.
Or something like that.
Well, listen, thank you very, very much for dropping by.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And, I have a hat for you, but you didn't want. I don't wear a hat.
I'm performer on camera.
All right.
We can talk later. Besides, I was rushing around trying to get ready for a broadcast.
Oh my God! You have a lot of patience, Mike. You have a lot of patience.
And we were taking pictures of the Scally Caps too, so I had a lot going on all at the same time.
Yes, we were taking photos of the.
Plus, I'm trying to plan Wicked Bites shoots for tomorrow too.
That's right. Oh, we love Wicked Bites. They have a new crew.
You know what? It's Scott Whitley's birthday today, so happy birthday, Scott Whitley.
Oh,
and
really?
You know what? Maybe
we
can get him a Scally Cap. I think he would look good in a Scally Cap.
You know what? I've talked to him about it. He's actually been to a couple shows. Well, first of all, happy birthday. Someone owes you a spanking. Okay, thank you. And I'd like to offer my services. No, I'm going to find out. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I bet you he's a 58 or a 60 centimeter. I'll figure out what type of hat he wants. I'll see him sooner or later. We'll get you a nice. We'll get you an anthem or some type of classic.
Yeah, we do good on one of his shows.
There you go. There you go, Scott. You got a Scally Cap coming your way.
Scott's always very supportive.
Yes, very much so. And we've got a couple other. What are you doing for Memorial Day itself?
Memorial Day Sunday night.
You're going to be.
I'm going to be in Plymouth Sunday night at the something shanty.
Okay. I
don't know. I got to bring a weapon. They said, and then we have Skippy's on Pier 1 with myself, Jim Colleton, Greg Murphy. Yes. So Sunday, Monday, Plymouth Sunday, Monday, Cape Cod. This Friday, Saturday, early Friday, late Saturday. Fulcino Vineyard. I don't know. Well, I'm on the road.
So everything's open now. This is what he's saying. It's like
everything's open, so I want to leave.
The 29th is like a magic number now.
Right.
What date is everything open?
It goes away on the 29th.
Friday.
No, what's open every night?
Everything.
When?
Saturday, the 29th.
Oh, see, I've been living my greatest life in the last year and a half. Less traffic. You know what I do? I just don't cough in people's faces. I just don't sneeze anymore.
But all the nightclubs are opening up Saturday, doing big parties and things like that. And Brian, you're heading to Vegas on Sunday.
Yes.
So you're going to have a great time.
I haven't been away in over a year.
Like you said, you're going to be a guinea pig, but more emphasis on the pig.
I'm going to be the guinea pig.
Can I tell you something? Last time I was in Vegas, do we have time?
Yeah, go ahead. Quick.
We have time. Like I realized this about me. I'm not judgmental, and I think this was kind of so. True story. So I was in Vegas, and a woman like kind of hit on me. And for a second, I was like, because I felt I was looking good. I felt I was looking good, right? And then so it turns out she's a prostitute, right? And so I respectfully declined. I didn't judge her. I didn't say anything negative about her. But then, like 5 minutes later, I saw her talking to another guy, and I got jealous. I was like, hey, man. You didn't even give me any time to negotiate. You just moved on to somebody else. That's why you'll never get a man.
We'll end on that note.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's legal.
Dave, once again, thank you for coming down. Brian, thank you for coming down, too.
Hey, no worries.
Boston, the Scally Caps, so find them on Dave's
DaveRussoComedy.com.
DaveRussoComedy.com. And until next week, everyone. Oh, actually, we're going to be here for this week on Martha's Vineyard this Thursday. So have a great rest of the week if we don't see you on Thursday night. Good night.
Happy birthday, Scott Whitley.
Good night.